Okay, welcome everyone. Can you guys see me, by the way? Just nod because I can see you. Okay, good. um, well, usually I can see the speaker, but it's not on me. But that's okay. I don't need
It
to look.
happened to me last night too. Weird. It's weird.
I can see you now. So Kimmy and I wanted to pull this webinar together because we were talking about all kinds of ways that you can boost your sales rather than just the traditional pop-ups. So whether you are having trouble getting traditional in-home pop-ups booked, or whether you are kind of booked up to whatever your capacity is, but you would kind of like to squeeze in a little bit more, these are going to be some really fun and unique ways that you can go sell stuff without feeling like you need a ton of planning. Deanne encourages us when we onboard to strive for 4 to 6 selling opportunities per week. And I want to put it that way because, again, it doesn't always have to be a hosted pop-up where you are bringing all of your stuff or, putting in that time and, traveling all the time. Granted, when she started doing this, she did do 4 to 6 pop-ups probably a day. But no, I think it was 2 to 3 a day. Obvious differences, she was doing it full time. She had a lot of help, and even some of, I was talking to Kim Roylance, one of the earliest consultants, and she says how she did that too, that, 2 to 3 a day because she was so committed to making this work. She said, but we weren't hanging stuff. I was just bringing in bins and maxi skirts. So a little bit different, but we know that you can definitely still strive for 4 to 6 selling opportunities a week, even if it's not doing a pop-up. If you can do that many pop-ups a week, more power to you. You have a lot of support and a lot of stamina and hopefully a lot of sales. And, the important thing to think about is that, it doesn't need to be perfect. Kimmy, do you want to talk about that a little more?
Yeah, I mean, we all think that, especially now that you need to have, some big fancy Lula room, or the racks all have to be up, everything has to be perfect. We have to have the right mood lighting and everything. But really, we can keep it as simple as possible. One of the things we've been talking about, if you're talking about an in-home easy opportunity, a lot of people have shopping hours, and I hear a lot of, well, I don't have a Lula room, or I don't have it set up, or I don't have this. I mean, in that case, you can seriously do what Deanne used to do. You could bring out some bins of clothes. You can put them in your front entryway. You can put them, if you're in a warm weather climate, in the driveway, have people come over and shop. It doesn't have to be perfect. People are looking for these awesome clothes. They're not necessarily looking for everything to be hung perfectly or organized perfectly. The best part, the most fun thing that I usually do is that for my local customers, I'll say, I have a new box. It just came in. Want to come over and sit in my playroom and kind of paw through it? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And they love it because they're getting the absolute first dibs at it. And I'm not taking pictures of it, or I'm not hanging it or organizing it. They're literally just coming over, and it's simple. And, we have a great time. We have a cup of coffee. People start sorting it and organizing it for me, an extra bonus with all of this. But it's simple. It doesn't have to be crazy or perfect. And the same thing goes for an online sale too. We have tools now with things like Row With Me and Shop the Row and those kind of things that if you use something like that, it's really easy just to say, okay, I'm going to throw out maxi skirts tonight. Or let's do classic tees and Cassies, and then I'll go live and I'll show you some different ways that you can pair the classic tee and the Cassie together, and then I'm going to put them all up for sale for you. It doesn't have to be a full-blown, here's all my inventory, I'm going to put it out there. It can literally be I'm going to put out 2 styles, and guess what? And then I'm going to show you how to style them together. And you'll actually be really surprised that people really have a hard time visualizing that. So when you do put them together, they really think it's awesome.
They're really drawn to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. It's not dramatic, and it's not a lot of planning in advance for something like that. It's just
right. Yeah, so you don't have to, what you were saying about doing just 2 styles or whatever, you don't have to let it hold you back that you don't have everything photographed or every photo uploaded. Remember, they don't know what you don't have, and there's always going to be people that are excited for what you do have. But I want to go back to that idea of the impromptu in-homes, especially because we have just a few days left in this month, and there are a couple things to consider. So if you are a sponsor, you need to order 175 pieces to receive your bonus check. If you are a trainer, hopefully you have been looking at what your team is ordering and you know where you stand. And if certain people need a push, hopefully you can, share this with them after, give them some ideas. If you need your own, volume boosted because you need to order your 250, you can employ one of these ideas. And if you're striving to win our team prize, if we get our team average sales up to $5,000 a month and you have sold 5,000, so if you're still trying to get to that, I really encourage you to, we're going to go over a couple more things, but to work one of these into your schedule in the next few days. They're totally things that you can do that can boost your sales and help you go place another order. So back to the idea of the kind of impromptu pop-up. We've got Friday and Saturday coming up. Those are great days, and Sunday to go. You could do, like, if you're home during the day and you can, carve out an hour or two, host like a play date. If you're home with little kids, it's a great idea to invite some friends over and do like a play date, and they'll look at your stuff while they're there. Or if you're around in the afternoon, again, it's Friday, you could host a little happy hour, say, come check out my newest stuff and, I'll, have out some snacks and drinks or whatever. To get people in that time frame, like right after work, is really great. I actually learned that this week because I did a pop-up at a school and I was set up at 2:30 and all of those teachers came in and shopped quickly, and they were like in and out. So same thing, if you invite people over like right after work so that they don't have to go home first, that's always going to be a good time frame for them. So we talked about like doing like a play date pop-up, a happy hour pop-up, shop the box Kimmy was talking about. So if you got a new box this week that people haven't seen yet, put that out. You can even you could even like fold some stuff up neatly that is not brand new and put it in bags and put it in the box, and they may not know the difference. So that's always exciting because people like that idea of rummaging through the new. And Deanne also, she always says, I wanted this business to be simple and that's something anyone can do. So if these people see that you are like holding back because you don't have everything hung or you don't have every photo taken or your house is, impeccably, or you're holding off because your house is not clean, they're not going to think that they can do this business either. If they see like the real you, like, hey, let's open this box together. I have no idea what came in this box. I can't remember what I ordered. And yeah, like I didn't put away the toys yet today. There's dishes in the sink. I mean, I'm not saying like it show off your messy house, but it can be real so that they can appreciate that this is something that they can do in their time. So I would certainly challenge you to see if you have a couple hours at home this weekend, and you can let them know that it's shopping hours and you might be doing other, work, hanging stuff, photographing stuff at the same time, but they are welcome to come, shop while you're there.
And make sure that if you have people that are coming over to do porch pickup or front entryway pickup or something like that, if you're around and they're coming by, open the door, say hi. Like if you have your Lula out somewhere or you have a new box, invite them to take a look through it. Like I've gotten, I'll have someone come in and buy another 3 or 4 things just because they came in and it was right there. Instead of me leaving it in the bin on the porch, if I'm home, I might as well chat with them, talk to them, and then maybe they can find something in that new box that matches something that they were going to pick up. And the same thing with Shop the Box. If you have people come over, you open up a bunch of boxes, your other stuff is away, like say, oh, I've got a perfect classic tee that will match with that, Cassie. It's all about adding on those extra items. I think a lot of people put pressure on themselves to have a 50-piece in-home party or a 50-piece online party. And it really, focus on trying to sell 10 things a day or 20 things every 2 days. That adds up over the course of the week. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I sold 70 to 100 items this week. It doesn't have to be a massive event that maybe interrupts your schedule or your family time. If you're focusing on those little opportunities, they really, really add up.
And then people just love that you have that new stuff coming every week. So we have a couple of online options too that we came up with. So a Facebook Live sale is a great way to do something impromptu because you don't have to have photographed your stuff ahead of time. Maybe you did, but you don't have to. So if you're doing the Facebook Live sale, there's, there's several sort of like, I suggest putting some sort of theme on it, because you're certainly not going to go and like do your whole inventory. Well, I don't know. I guess there's probably some people that do that. Personally, I'm not one to go watch a sale for like 4 hours. I think if you can keep it to like 30 minutes is probably ideal. So a couple like different things you could do is, if you could do like a lunch break sale. My husband doesn't know this yet, but I was actually going to suggest that he do a lunch break live sale tomorrow afternoon with our new box of stuff while I am out or feeding the kids lunch or something. So that's kind of his challenge if he's home. So yeah, we thought about that lunch break live sale where you could do either a new box or just go through some of your styles. You could pick your favorites in certain styles. So, like Kimmy's favorites, and, just pull things in every size that are like your favorite patterns.
And, and don't be afraid to say one of your favorite patterns is something you've had for a while. Because again, like when you are showcasing it in a different way, like a Facebook Live versus an album sale on Facebook, people look at those things a lot differently. And, kind of going back to what I'm saying, I was saying before about people just like to see things in different ways and paired up. So again, you can take all the maxis and all the classics out of the box, put them together, show them off, or show them how a Joy looks great on a Julia. Don't be afraid to even post your albums and go live to show them options. I know one of our girls, Mallory on our team, she does that regularly during hosted pop-ups online that she does, that if she thinks it's running slow, she'll get on live and start pairing stuff for people. She'll take requests and say, I want this with that, or just say, okay, how about you try this? And it really does work. And that's something you can really do with your current inventory. That you don't need anything new for, you don't need a whole lot of time or planning for. You just have to have a couple ideas kind of set up there.
Yeah, so doing outfits is a great, way to structure a live sale too. So like going back to the idea of like the Cassie and the classic tee, it's a great pair. You can make like 4 or 5 in each size combination and run through those. If you aren't familiar, there is a great feature with whatdidisell.com that allows you to get all of your sold comments on a Facebook Live feed. So we really like that. So what we do is, it's whatdidisell.com, and you make an account, and we instruct our customers that they have to comment sold and a number. So if it's like item number 3, the comment has to be sold 3. And what it does is it pulls a report for you on that feed of all of these sold with a number comments. So it makes it easy to go and pull. And we like to sort everything by timestamp so we can figure out who is first. Do you have anything else about that?
No.
You were going to say something. No. Okay.
No, I was actually responding to some of the chat comments saying, yeah, it actually really does do that.
Yeah.
Things so much easier. I know my biggest thing with live sales, I was so afraid to do them because I'm like, okay,
well,
running around. How do I know? I don't have anyone to help me or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't want to scroll through those comments and figure out who was first, and it can get messy.
Yeah, so that makes it a lot easier and a lot simpler. Like use those tools that are at your advantage from all that technology. If you have it available to use it.
Yeah. Oh, and if you have someone to help you with your live sale, that's another, I think, a good thing. So my husband, we do them together, and we have all the stuff like ready to go, and we alternate. So I pick up an item, describe it, I put it and he's ready to go with the next one. So it keeps a good pace because we're alternating. Also, I tend to stutter and start forgetting what I'm trying to say if I was the one talking for 30 minutes straight. That's also why I don't like to do webinars alone. So thanks, Kimmy.
You're welcome. I do the same thing.
It's hard, but so we've had people say that they appreciate the pace of having the 2 people. If you don't have, someone else at home with you, again, maybe it's a fun opportunity to invite a friend over to help you. Hey, just want to go on Facebook Live with me and, help me with these outfits. And maybe you can give her a free pair of leggings or whatever. You could even give her a challenge. If we sell 10 things, I'll give you a free pair of leggings or something like that. Make it like her little hosted party or something. I didn't even write that down. Live hosted party with a, hostess. So if she helps you sell 10 things live, she gets something. So a couple other ideas are mystery sales that you can do this at any time too. I have done mystery sales like from my inventory. So if it's like Irma and leggings, I will say, that, I've made up these combinations. I have like 5 in every size. I tell them that, like so if it's like a leggings and a top, I'll tell them how I've paired it. So it'll be like extra, extra small through small Irmas are paired with one size, and medium and up are paired with TC. I will allow, like, my only allowing them to switch in the mystery sale is like if they need the opposite size leggings to tell me, and I will find, another match for them. But so it's mystery. So the idea is that you've made up these outfits ahead of time and they're going to claim them. And by the way, this should be for retail plus shipping. I guess, free shipping if you want, you could do that, but don't give a discount on the outfit. Another element that we usually employ for successful mystery sales is to like there's some sort of treat or freebie in every package. You cannot say we're going to do $5 Lula cash with every order, because that's like giving a discount. What I have done is say there is a treat in every package, and some packages might contain Lula cash. There's one that contains $25 Lula cash, or there are 2 that contain a bonus pair of leggings, something like that. All of my other little prizes, I go to like AC Moore or something, and I just get like. Last time I did this, I got stuff for kids. I got like little $1 like foam craft things. I mean, I don't care. It's just something they can like give to their kid if it's not something for them. If you're able to find like cheap little jewelry or like candy or like stationery, like, Target dollar section has a lot of stuff that you could do too. Little decoration stuff, just something for $1. And then you do like a couple packages that have the bonus free leggings, or the bigger Lula cash prize or something like that. But again, you're not telling them.
Along those same lines, I think, Cara, you've done it before too, and I was thinking of doing it at some point. Like if you carry Amelia's, Sarah's, May's, anything with a pocket, that's a fun thing. You can almost do like a pocket themed sale and tell your customers in the pocket of some of these is a Starbucks gift card or a Lula cash or some kind of little treat. So if you carry those things with pockets, like that's kind of a fun little impromptu way, like save a bunch of Sarahs that aren't moving. That could be a fun way of moving some of them. It's cute and it's fun.
Yeah, we did that so when we sort of like relaunched Sarah's for the fall, because we hadn't really like ordered them, over the summer and stuff. And so once we had like a bunch in early in the fall, we did that. We said we went out and bought 10, Starbucks gift cards. So 10 of the Sarah's would have that in the pocket. And I think some might still be in there because I don't know. So I should probably like do more, but yeah, so people really liked that. That was fun.
Those little, it sounds silly, but sometimes those little incentives are kind of fun for everybody, and it just prompts them to shop. Again, you may not sell like 100 items at a time, or you may not even sell 20, but 10 items is still 10 items, and that's a good little piece of your weekly puzzle.
Yeah.
If you're trying to order weekly, that's 1/3 of the way to go. And if you can incentivize people to do that, that's a really big push forward.
So here's another one too. If you need to place an order like right now, Kimmy, can you tell us about roulette sales? Because I see a lot of your team members doing that.
Oh, so, roulette is kind of, at least for, the moment, say it's a style you don't carry. So, or say it's I don't carry Jill, for example. One thing that people will do will be like, okay, I've always wanted to try a Jill. Okay, well, we have our customers order, tell us the style and their size, and then we order it from LuLaRoe, and whatever comes, they get. So we'll say, okay, who's been interested in trying a Jill? And people will come here with your size or whatever, and if you're willing to order, you invoice them for the order, and then when the box comes, you ship out their mystery Lola or Jill or whatever the heck you're incentivizing them to buy. But it's kind of a fun way to get a few people on board with one of the maybe styles that you don't carry, and it also gives you a good idea of what your customers might want you to carry in the future as well, which is kind of cool. But that is a really simple way of kind of doing it, and you could do it with styles you carry too. You could say, okay, well, I'm going to order a whole bunch of new Amelias. Who wants to first crack at my large Amelias when they come in next time?
Yeah, or you could do again, kind of like the outfit thing. If they call the house phone, they're like never important.
In our house.
along that idea with, the outfits or whatever, like you could say, I'm going to do, it's like a mystery sale, but you're going to, if you, sign up for this, like, so say it's like Irma and leggings or whatever, or just you have leggings and you're going to do new Irmas or whatever. Telling them that you're doing like mystery Irma and leggings and they have to like sign up for it and you invoice them and then you place the order. So they're like guaranteed to get something that's never been seen before in your inventory. That's a really good way to word it. So you're going to get an outfit that's never before seen in my inventory, and you can, if you want, give them some, they are buying something sight unseen. So if you want to do the prizes in every package or a free shipping on these or whatever, I think that would be acceptable if it's helping you, place that order that you really need this month.
Yeah. Another way to play roulette is that if you get like one pair of some crazy, awesome unicorn type leggings, you can play the game of, here is, we have these packages. One has the donuts in it or whatever. And you get, it's kind of like playing mystery leggings or whatever, but you're doing it around what, some deem to be a unicorn or really popular print. And people try their hand at that and, you'll be surprised. I see a lot of the big sellers do that quite a bit. And then,
you will get people who will say, this is not fair. I shouldn't have to buy this to get that. Well, they don't have to. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like, here, I'm doing these Carly and leggings pairings. And one of them has, spiders or donuts or whatever. And, they take a chance on it, but they're not going to get something cute. They don't have to play along, but it's a fun thing. Do I do only pattern leggings? It just depends. Sometimes I'll do like, I haven't done this in a while, but sometimes I'll do a unicorn like all black because I tend to have a lot of black hanging around. Or, sometimes I'll do a unicorn and then other prints. It really doesn't matter. You can kind of just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be something you kind of overthink, I guess. Just whatever you have around, you can play with.
Yeah, you could do like, let's say you had like, the couple of like the unicorn prints or whatever. So some of the packages are going to be the unicorn, others are going to be other ones, but a few of those other ones might have a bonus pair of black or something. So they know that there's like a couple of chances to get, something really good. Any other, questions or ideas that you guys have done or things that you've seen other people done that seemed like a good idea? Back in, I think it was September, Deanne challenged a bunch of the leaders. She said it on like a Monday. She said, go book a pop-up this week. Like, I don't care, whatever, maybe you have others booked, maybe you don't, but go book a pop-up. She said many of her very best pop-ups were the ones that were booked, within like 48 hours or something. So I put it out on my page and, I ended up asking one of my friends, like, hey, do you want to bring some of your friends over after work on Friday? And, I knew it was someone that would like totally help me out. And it was great. I mean, it ended up only being like 3 people and, maybe like 12 pieces or something. But one of the women that she brought was someone that had previously only bought some stuff online, like Irma and leggings. And she came over and she tried on like everything. And she bought like 7 things, including like Nicole and Lola and Lindsay, things that she probably wouldn't have picked if she was only shopping online because, trying these things on makes such a difference. And then she ended up hosting a party with me too. So just throwing that out there. I see we got a couple more questions.
I think on the P&P question, I think if you require purchase, so anyone who spends $100, like that would be slightly off because, Cara, am I right? Isn't that kind of like a sweepstakes or something like that? Like, you could throw it in there, but I think actually stating it would make it kind of like a lottery sweepstakes type situation. And for Halloween goodie bags, I did little goodie bags when it went out with my Halloween leggings that just had like a little package of gummy bears, some Halloween stickers. Every once in a while, there was like a little Halloween like plastic toy or eraser or something like that. It's kind of like just silly stuff.
We do our sales on Monday night. So I have one this week. So I'm definitely like hitting up, Target on Sunday to get some candy and, little prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no chocolate. Stick to like lollipops and hard candy and gummy bears and stuff like that won't melt.
So it doesn't melt all over your clothes. I mean, I know it's like 30 degrees out here, well, in Massachusetts anyway. So we might be able to get away with it. So yeah, pencils and stickers, that's a good one. Or like I said, little like crafty things for kids. Because then it's like, the kids like I love the LuLaRoe coming too, right?
The dollar, the dollar spot at Target, ladies, is awesome. You can always find fun stuff over there.
Yeah. So along the lines of Deanne challenging us, I would, where did I find jewelry for your hostess gifts? I had bought some stuff at this place in LA that we went to at during a leadership that's like a wholesaler. But I think you can get stuff like on Amazon and stuff, right?
Yeah, you can definitely. There's
different like, look up like bulk jewelry or something like that. I'm sure that, and let us know what you find because I'm curious because I'm not going shopping at that store in LA anytime soon. What about handing out something to trick-or-treating moms? I mean, I know there was a question about this on the group a while ago, and I think it's fine to hand out your card. I don't see a problem with it. What do you think, Kimmy?
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as, if they come to the store dressed and head to toe LuLaRoe, you may want to do the courtesy of asking, oh, hey, I know it's LuLaRoe, do you have a consultant? And if they do, you say that person's great. And, but if they say, oh no, I've bought a few things online, I think it's totally cool to hand out a card. If obviously it's someone who comes to the door and you don't know, I think it's okay to hand out cards.
Yeah. And leggings too. If you want to give away some leggings, like why not, I've never done hostess gifts other than, what they get. But again, it's not a bad idea to, put your own, spin on it, whatever you want to do. Or if they're hosting in your home and you want to provide, snacks or wine or whatever, it's like an extra little bonus. I was thinking of, and I know I just posted this, some of the styles I'm not really focusing on right now, like Monroe and Azure. I may just stick those in a bin and say that hostesses can choose something from that bin in addition to their free stuff. It's not that I'm discontinuing it or discounting it. It's just, again, hostesses can choose one for free. It's special for them on top of what else they're getting. So I would really like to challenge you guys, no matter where you are in your business this month. We all, are trying to increase whatever we did the previous month. Or if you are trying to reach your goal to get your sponsor check or your trainer check or help your team members get theirs. So I would like to challenge all of you guys to just try to do one of the, in the next, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, try to do one of these because they don't take a lot of planning. Again, a quick mystery sale or a live sale or a happy hour tomorrow or a pre-trick-or-treat gathering. We didn't even come up with that one. Good idea. Or Sunday night at your house, right? Because everyone is going to be like nuts on Monday. So give those moms a break on Sunday or during a football game, like halftime sale. Halftime live. Why didn't we come up with that?
That is a great idea. Right.
So again, there are a lot of like little things you can do. So I challenge you wherever you are in your business to try to add one more thing in the next 4 days. And see where that takes you. I'm going to post the recording of this in Wicked Roar, and I will post that there's going to be a giveaway opportunity. So there'll be a prize. So if you go and do one of these things and report back by commenting on it, I will draw somebody to win something to be determined. But, and not that you have to do it to want to win the prize, but for your own business to see where that takes you, to understand that, hey, it didn't have to be perfect and lots of preparation, but I sold 10 extra things, or maybe you sold 30 extra things. Maybe you know what we really forgot to talk about? The fundraiser opportunity.
Oh yeah, that's
that's just like an element that you could add on to your mystery sale or your live sale. You could say, maybe instead of giving away freebies, you could say, I'm going to do $5 or $10 from every item sold during this live sale or this mystery sale. And you pick a cause to donate. So we actually did that this week in our group. It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we did a live sale this week, and we said $10 from every item sold will donate to a local shelter that supports women and children who are victims of domestic violence. So it's just another little thing you can do to show your customers that you give back, to let them know about a cause that's important to you. just
and then they may approach you in the future then to do
right.
something
And then,
for a cause that means something to them too, and that so you get a kind of a double fold on that one.
Yeah. So there's so much you can do. And again, you don't like have to do a fundraiser with your live sale. That's just an extra element you could throw on top of it to give people a little extra push, or, if there's something going on in your area that you want to support. So anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
go do it and make it simple. Don't overthink it. Just have fun with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to post so that you can let us know how it goes. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.